Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have an absolutely cursed 60 card Dozer control list using the 6 card, well not 6 card, more than 6 card super heavy samurai package. And basically the theory behind this is that all the main super heavy samurai starters are just, extra starters and extra ways to get into Harvester. Therefore, giving you 6 extra starters and 18 starters in 60 cards is just as consistent as 12 starters in 40 cards. It is a little less consistent, but it's like 1% less consistent. It's absolutely negligible. The main problem with this is that the Super Heavy Samurai package requires you to not only run 3 bricks in the main deck, but a lot of extra cards in the extra deck, which isn't like that easy to play sometimes. As you can see, I don't even have enough space to run Dingirsu, which is a very important card, and well, that's kind of my biggest beef with it, like grudge with it. But overall, we have a lot of extra space for extra tech cards, and we are going to see whether those extra tech cards are going to maybe save our ass today. Perhaps, probably not. But I'll just quickly show the well, card by card. The most of the deck is pretty standard. Just the super heavy samurai package, it does kind of mainly take advantage of Soul Piercer and the fact that it's a not once per turn ad that can be recovered using cards like Scarecrow and Scales. And I'll kind of explain the super heavy samurai package in the combo right now. The main combo is kind of just Soul Piercer or Wagon, since Wagon just searches Soul Piercer and then Soul Piercer uses effect to equip itself to Wagon from the hand. So either way, you're getting Soul Piercer into the graveyard by linking into Scarecrow. The combo does slightly differ if you draw into Wagon. If your starter is Wagon, instead of going for a Gear Geigen play, you search the Soul Claw, go into Ballista early on, and then use the second Soul Piercer effect to search a Peacemaker, and then you kind of just pop off. It's pretty intuitive. It's not that difficult to catch on. So we use Scarecrow's effect to discard the Wagon we search in order to resummon the Wagon. Wagon, you can, while it's in defense position, you can switch it to attack and add any super heavy samurai soul monster. So we'll be searching Soul Peacemaker. We're going to use Peacemaker's hand effect to equip itself to the Scarecrow, then use its on-field effect to tribute Scarecrow to summon Scales. Scales, when summoned, is able to reborn a super heavy samurai, so we'll be reborning the Soul Peacemaker. Soul Piercer, and then we'll overlay 2 level 4 monsters for a Gigant. Gigant will search Harvester, and then we will link into the Platinum Gadget, and then we're searching anything really. This search doesn't matter too much since half the super heavy samurai stuff is just turned off by having spells or traps in the graveyard. But regardless, it's an extra plus. Why not take it? And then from here on out is pretty much just regular Dozer control combo. Summon Dozer, summon Trencher, overlay into River Stormer, detach, search Bullet. You will have to do a play where you use River Stormer's graveyard effect to tribute off the Platinum Gadget in order to make sure you do not have a light machine, so you can summon the Bullet Train from your graveyard, so do keep that in mind. But this also helps because Platinum Gadget provides an extra body, allowing you to keep a Trencher in the graveyard. Therefore, you will not have to banish it, and you'll have it for next turn. You'll also be able to banish it from the graveyard, summon back Harvester. You don't have to shuffle back the Harvester or Dozer, since the extra super heavy samurais in your graveyard can be shuffled back off Tunneler, so you will still keep all of these 3 monsters in the graveyard. You'll add back Brutal Dozer during your end phase with Bullet Train, and you'll use Trencher to reborn Harvester on your next turn, allowing you to go for extra pluses. It's basically just base combo. You've turned 1 card in hand into 5. Pot of Greed turns 1 to 2, we turn 1 to 5. Some are just real extra draws, and the draws, they're not that bad. You have a lot more space, but sometimes that space can come to bite you in the back when you don't have enough extra, when you can't really concentrate on what you want. Like, you're going to end up drawing DD Crow versus the worst possible matchup DD Crow is against. Like, you're going to draw, say, I don't know, Droll versus like Dino or something. It's going to be something really dumb like that, and you'll kind of see that in the replay. Now, this is an OCG, well, it's not really an OCG, I was just using the OCG ban list, But this guy's definitely playing grass somewhere in here. Like, if he's not playing grass, I'm going to be surprised. Because, he's playing 60 card. Well, I don't... Yes, he told you. He's running grass. He's also running the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer package, which I find kind of cool. But regardless, we're going to see what we can do. Normal summon Soul Piercer. We've got our starter. Let's go. We've got full combo. We're going to search the wagon, use Scarecrow, and get hit by a Veiler. That's fine. We have Overdrive. We can still set and pass. Nice hand, bro. He's drawn the Called By. He's drawn the Terraformer. He's drawn the Shaddoll feature. He even has an Ash too. How much better can a hand get? Starts off with a Terraforming. Searches Meltdown. Yep, we have Droll. He has the Called By. But it's fine. We have Ash for the Meltdown, right? We have Ash for the Meltdown. It should be fine. Well, we have to Ash the Shaddoll fusion because we're dying regardless. Normal summons Alistair, uses its effect. I kind of misplay here. I should have used Overdrive to pop the Alistair, forcing him to fuse with my Ash. Actually, it wouldn't matter. He has a Veiler in his graveyard anyways. So he has a light regardless, so no matter what I do. Goes into Invocation. I try to chain Overdrive, but he has the Ash Blossom. Unfortunate. He uses Invocation, and my only card in hand is Derek Crane. Can't really do much. Top deck Harvester. I top decked Harvester though. That's a plus. That's a plus. Overdrive can shuffle some stuff back. Hopefully, I draw into another engine piece, and not one of my like 30 tech cards that I don't want to draw into. Yup, DD Crow. Very useful in this matchup, by the way. DD Crow, extremely useful card, totally. And since OCG rules are messed up, we're not allowed to chain block with Derek Crane since, trigger effects are treated as quick effects or something. Basically, they're allowed to respond with Mecha Ban. Chain blocking practically does not exist in the OCG. Well, it wouldn't have really mattered too much, even if he had, even if I had gone chain blocked. I wouldn't... If I went into like as a Zeus kind of play, I wouldn't have been able to, since Mecha Ban negate. Dozer cannot be used because Mecha Ban negate. Pretty much this one singular negation just kills me. I can't really do much about it. Use DD Crow and concede. Now, while while the Super Heavy Samurai engine itself is not necessarily flawed, it doesn't really add much to the deck. It just makes the extra deck unnecessarily tight for basically no payoff. It's really underwhelming, and while it does work in theory, why would you add cards to your deck just to make it worse? Yeah, it didn't really work out that well, did it? Probably if those Super Heavy Samurai pieces were literally anything else, if they were not Super Heavy Samurai pieces, if I was playing a 40 card list and those cards were like a Solemn Strike or just extra hand traps or just extra engine pieces like an extra Dozer or a Trencher or something, that is far more useful than a Super Heavy Samurai piece. For such a fragile combo, you really have to have a good balance between tech cards and non-tech cards. But regardless, he did have the counter, so it didn't matter that much. But as I said, the Super Heavy Samurai package doesn't add anything to the deck, and yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it. So, somewhat worked in theory, but still failed in theory, failed in testing. Not advised. 0 out of 10.